about to be able to pass this sucker off to you.
My name is Renee Luttrell. I've been here at Cumberland County Playhouse for 27 years. We're in the stock room right now. I'm the shop manager and sometimes costume designer. I'm designing the costumes for Willy Wonka, and we are getting ready to go into Tech Week. So we're very busy doing fittings and getting things ready to go.
I got interested in costume design when I first went off to school. I originally was a fashion design major, and I found that environment didn't really work for me, and I stumbled into the theater department and fell in love. What I really like about theater and theater design is that it's really a team sport. You're constantly working with large amounts of people to coordinate and put on this beautiful production for people to enjoy.
Rainbow, wrap it in a sigh, soak it in the sun to make a strawberry lemon pie. The Candyman, the Candyman can. The Candyman can.
For this play, it was more like 60s and 70s based and kind of cartoony and like over the top. And Britt says the bigger the better, so that's what I did. But yeah, I really like this guy. This is Katie Kaplan. Doesn't that make you happy inside?
I love it.
Those are like clip-ons, like ponytails. Like Veruca, she has a hers is a piece that'll clip into her ponytail, like that. So she'll have her own hair underneath it, and then she just has to put that little ponytail guy in, which I would prefer. I don't have to do pin curls and wig caps and all that. I would hate that. So I'm excited about it, and she's very excited about it too. I love doing wigs. And I don't hurt people because it's just on a wig head, so I can just brush it as much as I want. It doesn't hurt.
The set design does inspire the costume design oftentimes, or at least the color choices, because if the set designer is making the entire set purple, as in our case, we don't want to put that same shade of purple on top of it, otherwise you're just going to have a purple mottled mess that no one can tell what's going on. So usually the set designs are one of the first things due in the design process, and then the costume designer will see that and will work from that to kind of blend our vision into their vision to make the whole thing work together as a cohesive piece.
I'm paper macheing a beach ball for the blueberry. I'm on my last layer. I think she's gonna have 3 dressers, so she'll have one person to put the ball over her, one person's gonna change her wig, and then another person is gonna paint part of her face blue, I think.
That gum is so mine. It's delicious.
Veruca's coat was kind of a happy accident. The director, Britt Hancock, brought in some inspiration images to show Renee of what he was thinking for Veruca's costume. And Renee saw one of the images and it was a coat, and she was like, oh, I have that. And it turned out that in her mother's attic was this beautiful fur coat that her mother had made for her back in the 80s. decision for Willy Wonka's suit coat was one that Renee made. It's definitely inspired by the Gene Wilder movie, as are a lot of our decisions are just taking hints from that classic because so many people know it. In the show, I think the maroon really works because subliminally it's a very posh color. It's not one that you see a whole lot in the streets. And it does stand out enough from the set design that's all purple. The most nerve-wracking part of costume design is usually that first dress rehearsal where a lot of the cast is putting on their costume and doing their job in their costume for the first time, and there's always tons of people asking you tons of questions all at the same time. That's really the crux of when we're gonna see whether or not the director really likes how the design came out.